I wanted to round this section off with a little bit of direct SEO. So what we've been talking about are things and ways to create your content to engage the user and to sort of get on YouTube's good side with the algorithm. However, SEO is important. That's search engine optimization. It's important to sort of put your content in a way that people can find it. So let's just go over some of the things that you can do to your video. There aren't a lot of things because like on a website, you can sort of control almost everything on it. Here, it only gives you a couple of areas to focus on, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to sort of optimize your description, title, and tags so that you have a really good base that people can find your videos with. So first off, you want a title that grabs the user and does not mislead the user. You can have, hooks and stuff like that in the title, but make sure that you're not misleading your user in any way because like I said earlier, if it does mislead the user, once they get there, they can actually report your video for that and get your video removed. And on the other side, they might just be like, oh, this guy was lying to me, immediately dislike and leave the video. And that's not good for your SEO either. So you want to create something that's engaging, usually with a verb or an action sentence in it. I like to always go with how to create something. So how to create a text shine in animation. It is very plain, but it shows you exactly what's going to happen. And then sort of shows you the effect that you're going to learn. And then it shows you that it's going to be a how-to video. So in just a couple words, it shows you all of this. It allows people to see. I tie that with my thumbnail up here, which is the effect, and then sort of a showing what the effect's going to be. And it allows for a draw of someone looking at that and saying, hey, I want to learn how to create that. In my description, I have a template. You can click and drag this down. I have a template where I have a couple of advertisements for my website, for my course, and then just a little subscribe catch at the bottom. And then right here, I just throw some words in. I go over how to create an animation that looks like light creates the text. Something very plain. If we were really going heavy on SEO, I would probably redo this a little bit. What you kind of want to do is you want to create these keywords that permeate through all three of these. This little thing over here is vidIQ, and in the end of the next unit, we're going to be talking about how to add this to your browser so you can see this stuff, and same with these little numbers right here. But what this basically shows you is something called tripled keywords, and tripled keywords is important because what it means is that you have something that permeates here, here, and here. And that shows YouTube that this video is most certainly about that. So I have text shine and animation. I have animation right here, light creates, and I would probably want to add like text shine somewhere in here as well. And then I have text shine animation, text shine, text in animation, shine in animation. I have all of those sort of packaged up in this like sort of keyword package. And so now anytime someone searches for a shine animation in Premiere Pro, my video is going to come up. It's not a really heavy market, but what I do is I release a lot of content in a lot of different little markets. And that's what gets me my views, is that I have these little tutorials in so many different areas that whenever people search for something, usually my video comes up at least on the first page. And so I slowly get a couple of views on every video a day. That all adds up when you have 200 or 300 videos. You get 600 little views a day, and then some of my videos have gone more quote unquote viral where they get a couple hundred views a day. So what you want to do when you create your video is you want to find what sort of niche you're targeting, what keyword set you're going to be targeting. It doesn't have to be something extremely popular and extremely targeted and researched and everything like that. That's a good thing to do on some of your videos, but a lot of your content you can just find what is it teaching and then sort of try to put that keyword through all of these. Tags, you want to basically fill this up with as many relevant tags as you can. I'm at 398 out of 500 characters here. And what these show me is what I'm ranking if people search for this stuff. So you can see that shine in animation, text shine in animation, text shine, Adobe Shine animation. Those are sort of what are ranking with this because that's sort of what I was going for. I recreated it here and I recreated it in my title and I hit that pretty hard. And now if someone searches for these sort of obscure things, my video will come up. And then I have a bunch of videos that do that. I have a bunch of views that I get from this. So just remember, find some keywords, target it down, and write as much as you can. You don't want to, go overboard where you have, near 5,000 or something. That's great, but what happens there is you start to actually dilute your keyword base. you start to have, it isn't just shine and animation that's being represented in here. What you start getting is you have entire paragraphs represented in here. And YouTube gets a little bit confused as where to place your video. You won't rank as high in that specific niche as you might before. So you want to keep this concise. You want to keep it sort of targeted. And you want to show exactly what you're going to be teaching, and then maybe a little sort of boilerplate template. So up here, make it sort of have an action, make it show you what you're going to do. Here, make it concise, make it describe what you're going to have keywords that share in between these, and tags, just write everything that relates to your video and that shares keywords with these 3 up here, and you will have the basics of SEO and to get your video into a good spot.